Good morning. Welcome to the day. Let's have a good one, you guys. It is PokerStaples Festival Rozvadov. Day 2? Day 2. All right. What's the plan today? So obviously last night I had a lot to drink. I just tend to do that at player parties, I think. I don't know. It's like, yeah. It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time, from what I remember. I got up on the, there was this, like, platform or something. I got up there and danced with, like, the Go-Go girls. That video's on Twitter, if you want to see it. At Jamie Staples, Jaime. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to shower. I have a Q&A in 20 minutes with Elkie. Well, I have to be there in 20. It's in 35. So, I'm going to start the day that way. And then main event today. So, $1,100 buy-in. Day 1. Turnout looks pretty sick, so we'll see what we can do. Rozvadov. It's a very interesting place. Very interesting. Poker is sick. It is very chill out there right now, though. Okay, shower. I really gotta go. What up? We just finished the Q&A, and now we're shooting like promos basically to finish it off. How was the Q&A? It was, I mean, honestly, it wasn't that great. We're like, there was no microphone, and we're in a kind of a loud room here. So, I mean, I think the content was good, and we took some videos and stuff, so we'll be able to edit it up, and you guys will see that somewhere for sure if you're interested in what we had to say about Twitch. But I mean, the audience engagement was not huge, so yeah, it's a good start to the day though. Feeling slightly less hungover, slightly more hydrated. I think we might win this tournament.
Alright, perfect. Hey guys, so now we're in Rozvadov for the PokerStaples Festival, and we're about to do a Q&A with Randy and Jamie about how to stream poker, about Twitch and poker, so look for all the answers in the coming videos.
Great. Now I'm not mentioning Rozvadov, just like...
That's it. It's my game face. It's my game face, YouTube. That was my alarm to wake up. Okay, main event. We're hopping in right now, a couple levels in, which again I'm fine with. I think it's okay to hop in a couple levels late. I mean, you start with shorter stacks slightly, so you're gonna win less money from some of the really bad players, slightly than you would if you start in the beginning. But it shortens up day 1, which is good, gives you a little bit more stamina as you move on to day 2 and day 3. And I'm really comfortable with short stacks, right? So you don't have to play against cash game players that are really, really good at playing deep stack. You sort of play in your tournament area, right? It's like you're registering a big, big 109 or 109 bounty builder or something. So I like doing that, as you guys know by now, and hopefully it goes well. I will play both bullets if I bust 1C, which I'm getting in right now. There's a turbo 1D tonight as well, same 1100 on to the next day. So we'll see how it goes. Let's get it. Look at this whip. Whew. One day, guys. One day. What's up, guys?
You know?
Got you in there, man. Through the first hour or so, I've lost 3,000 chips, but it's still pretty early actually. Really deep day 1 structure, I have 70 big blinds or something like that. Table seems good. I mean, lots of action. So just a quick break here, and then we're gonna fire back up for the next 2.5 hours. So we're on the second break here. I'm down to about 15K after a failed bluff, unfortunately. I was up to 45, so chipped up 50% or something like that, but failed bluff. I have a few interesting hands actually, so I'll figure out a spot to talk about those and we'll get them in the vlog. But another 2 hours left and then we are done for the day. So just about back from break, but played 2 pretty interesting hands. that level. The first one, I was in the big blind, and someone opened from the cutoff. There's a call on the button, and I'm in the big blind. I have 10-6 offsuit. So it's 300-600. They opened to 1500, so pretty frisky and close spot, but I decided to call, and we see a flop. So the flop comes 10-7-6. Flop comes 10-7-6. I have 2 pair, and I check, but I don't know I have 2 pair. I thought I had 10-4 in my head, but I had 10-6. So anyways, I check, he goes check, 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 and then the turn is a brick, let's call it a deuce or something, right? So I check, the original raiser, the cutoff, bets, it's a call in the big blind, and they bet, you know, 60% a pot. And I go to potentially fold my hand. Oh yeah, no, turn is an ace actually, turn is an ace. It's really important to the hand. So I have 10-6, the board is 10-7-6, ace turn. Now, I wanted to fold if I had 10-4, right? Because it's pretty likely our second pair is not good. It goes bet and call, like, you know, they probably have a good hand. So I check my hand before I fold, and I see like, oh no, I have 2 pair. And now I sort of have a decision, right? It's relatively easy for our opponents to have a hand like ace-10, ace-7, ace-6, you know, a better 2 pair, or even 10-7, could have slow played or something like that on the flop. So if I decide to shove my 25,000 chips, I'm putting myself at risk for busting to those hands. But there is a flush draw out there, and there's a lot of straight draws, so it kind of sucks to give a free card, and it's really difficult to get value out of position on the river, right? If I call, then I can't guarantee I'm going to get a bet from a worse hand. Whereas if I raise now, I very likely will get paid off by worse hands. So anyways, I shove. They both fold after tanking for a long time, and that was it. I picked it up. So it was good. The second one was a bluff. I'm sitting at about 15,000 chips now. And I had Jack-8. Someone raised under the gun +1, a very aggressive and crazy player. I called in the big blind. And it's 400, 800. They raised to 1800. I called for the extra 1,000. So the flop comes 9-5-3. 9-5-3? No, 9-5-4. So I don't have a gut shot yet, basically. It goes check, check on the flop, and then the turn is a 6. So it brings in a gut shot, and there's 2 flush draws. So this is a situation where our opponent raised an early position. They really shouldn't have too much of this board. And I call in the big blind, so I have a lot of this board. But I'm also going to have a lot of bluffs, right? I'm going to have a lot of gut shots, straight draws. I'm going to have a lot of flush draws. So I decided to bet really big on the turn here. My jack high is not going to win very often, so I go for a big bet, like over bet, 2x pot. They call. Now the river is an ace, an offsuit ace, both flush draws missed. Interesting situation here as to whether I should continue my bluff or not. In terms of all the sorts of hands I'm going to have in this situation, I have one of the better ones to bluff actually, because I don't block any of the flush draws that they could potentially have. So they're going to have a lot of air. I block minimal straight draws and stuff like that they could have made a call with on the turn. So in general, I think it's okay to go for the bluff here. I decided not to go for a huge sizing like I normally would, because the ace means sometimes my ace-high flush draw just hit a pair. So I bet like 13,500 or something. My opponent hummed and hawed and ended up calling with like 4th pair or something. It was Queen 5, which they had under the gun +1. Couldn't really expect that. So sitting about half stack, gonna get back into the action now because I think I'm losing chips. So let's hope for good luck now. That's the end of the day. 25-2. So I mean, I'm alive. We're through to the next day, but it could have gone better for sure. Quick interview and grab dinner, I think. I'm gonna eat since breakfast. It's not ideal. 25-2. What's up, man? 25-2. What do you got? 97. 97? I tripled. I'm jealous.